I'm not scared of any man. No man puts any fear into my heart.
He beat up that kid who's a smaller than him streamer named Sneako, which is not a good look.
Hey!
I just don't know why he wanted to do that.
Why did Sean want to hurt him?
I don't know why Sean decided to take his fucking face off.
I was in the octagon in the cage with a literal sociopath.
All those shots right there. Concussion, concussion, concussion. You can kill people with your fucking hands with ease.
He beat the shit out of that guy.
Did you see how hard he was trying to hurt him?
So silly for doing that.
They threw in the towel. He clearly was quit. He clearly was balling up, and he's still trying to just hurt him.
What are you doing? Why are you beating the fuck out of a civilian, dog? That's how you get concussions, brain damage, and all that stuff.
I think I might have a concussion.
Sean Strickland is not the fucking voice we should all be listening to.
You know, if it wasn't UFC, I'd probably be cooking meth in a trailer in prison.
I would eat you motherfuckers. I would go straight cannibalism.
It's been a really fun 24 hours, you guys.
Former UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland was live streamed beating the brakes off of notorious influencer Sneako on February the 9th, 2024. Tarzan was called out for a boxing match by the social media personality in a previous stream, and the grizzled fighter was sure to deliver.
Don't ask him to spar. Don't ask him to spar? No, he'll try to knock you out. Should I ask him to spar or no?
Last month, Strickland, who is anti-influencer, had an awkward interaction with the popular Rumble streamer.
Who the fuck are you, Sneako?
I'm just a guy. I'm working
train?
at everything.
What do you do?
I do train. I do some
Are you
boxing.
an influencer?
So I don't like that term.
What are you?
I'm a guy, man. What are you?
A fucking MMA fighter. Is he an influencer?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, keep it going, man.
All right.
Keep telling the people.
Can you give some words of wisdom? I liked your podcast with the Nelk Boys. To see him get pressed like that for the first time was funny.
Majority of influencers are cunts.
Yeah.
Work hard. Be a decent man. Stay off fucking Instagram. Stay off TikTok. You have a better life.
Thanks, Sean.
Sneako has been quite the controversial figure since his rise to fame.
Wake up! Wake up! Come back to reality! Get off of TikTok! Get off of Instagram! You're so stupid!
Being known in the past for his right-wing views,
gay people does not produce anything good. That's just the truth. Like, yes, they
What about a gay family that adopted a bunch of kids and needed a home?
Yeah, but that kid's gonna grow up weird because it's not gonna have the proper family dynamic.
and is also known for his close friendship with the infamously divisive brothers Andrew and Tristan Tate. The Rumble streamer has engaged in beef with many other popular influencers such as Moist Critical and Mr. Beast.
Party over there at Sneako's stream, right? Welcome cucks, that kind of shit. And it got really under his skin in a big way, so he started dancing around with the gun and threatening to come shoot me.
You wanna watch my clips? Watch my clips. Watch my clips. You want me to watch your clips? Watch my clips. These are the only clips I'm watching. You were?
Clips. These are mags. A mag. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
What the fuck happened? What is this? I'm glad I don't work for Mr. Beast anymore, man. Mr. Beast, bro, I know you're red pilled. What are you doing, man? Tell him the truth. They're all brainwashed. Even Mr. Beast, brainwashed.
I think you're all a little gay for liking this. Hamza! Y'all need some friends, bro. All of you are just 18-year-old and lonely, bro.
Sneako. Diss me and deleted it.
Can you please wait with Sneako?
I'll smash your fucking camera right in front of you. You're disrespecting me by smoking in my fucking gym, and I'm not kidding. I was about to hit you dead with my fucking fist.
This time chose a professional fighter to confront. His fighter of choice was Sean Strickland, who in 2023 gained the middleweight championship belt after a surprise upset victory against Israel Adesanya.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
He fucking
Craziest
did it.
upset I've ever seen.
That wild motherfucker is the middleweight champion of the world. God, I wish I was there.
Strickland is also no stranger to the social media space, having been on the Joe Rogan podcast, gaining popularity for his brutal attitude.
He's deeply, deeply indebted with trauma, and he should just be silent and try to deal with his own personal issues himself.
I mean, I went through some shit growing up, man. The worst thing about my dad, dude, is like when I was a kid, dude, he was like the monster, dude. He was like the fucking boogeyman.
My brother, we were like upstairs once, and he taped knives to his fucking leg. He was gonna go sit on the couch with my dad and stab him, dude. I mean, we're talking elementary school. That's like that level of shit, you know?
Yeah.
makes you kind of want to kill a man. Or things that people don't understand, like trauma, you know?
I mean, I wanted to fucking kill someone so bad when I was a kid. I'd walk around with a fucking knife, just hoping I'd fucking, just like, fuck, I still want to kill somebody. It just would make me feel good, you know? I fucking love it. My dad's dying of cancer. He's like, Sean, you know, I was really bad to you and your mom. At least I never molested you.
Oh, boy.
I was like, fuck yeah,
What a
Dad.
low-
So, man.
And no one even interjected in my life. Me being 12 years old, walking around doing the fucking Hail Hitler salute with a fucking swastika on my arm. At no point did anybody say, like, hey, maybe we should help this fucking kid, you know?
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I would love to fucking cut somebody open, and I'm not angry. Like, it just sounds nice.
You don't understand. Like, I truly have a deep down urge to kill somebody. Like, I can't, it doesn't go away. The only thing, like, that would make me happy is the fucking literally cave in your fucking skull.
On Thursday night during the Super Bowl weekend in Vegas, Strickland ran into Sneako again and invited him to spar with him.
Your wife, right?
Absolutely not, Sean. Absolutely not, Sean. We don't do that over
I
here.
respect that, bro.
Okay.
When we gonna fucking spar, bro? I heard we're gonna set that shit up and get it out.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready. I think that'd be fun.
How long are you in town for?
I'll be in town for a couple more days.
We are wrestling tomorrow at 11.
Wrestling?
No, I'll box, but we'll wrestle. I'll give you a couple rounds.
We're gonna go to the UFC arena.
At 11?
I think right after prayer, so like maybe 2 o'clock.
Okay, we'll link up, bro.
All right.
I'll hit up Pearl and we'll fucking link up.
Sneako showed up early Friday morning to spar with Strickland.
Pearl asked me if I would meet up with you, and I said, well, if he wants to meet up, I'd spar him, so he agreed.
And the UFC star absolutely put a beat down on him. The sparring session was held inside an MMA octagon at the UFC Performance Institute in Las Vegas. For the first 2 minutes, Strickland let Sneako show off his boxing skills and jab, all while teasing the streamer.
Let's see the influencer. Come on, bro. You're gonna be a fucking man. Let's see the influencer.
Sneako is seen trying to hit Strickland at full speed, punching to the body and head.
Think about if you knocked me out, how cool that would look for your, you could actually accomplish something by doing nothing.
Sneako continues to fire away with punches, albeit with little effect as Strickland taunts him.
They should be setting it in right now that nothing you can do can hurt me. And this is a moment that as you're realizing, you're about to have a really bad fucking day in the next minute.
When the round clock hit the 2-minute mark, Strickland stopped teasing Sneako and fired heavy straights, hooks and uppercuts at the streamer. Sneako's team saw the punches rocking Sneako and threw in multiple white towels, which would usually stop the fight or spar.
Jesus.
But Strickland continued. Eventually, with Sneako curled up on the defensive, bleeding out of his nose, former UFC fighter Forrest Griffin stepped in to stop the bout.
Fall down, Sneako!
Despite what may have appeared to be a humiliating ordeal for Sneako, Strickland ensured to praise the social media figure for not dropping to the canvas.
Hey, you didn't fall, Sneako! Good job! Yeah.
Strickland later mentioned why he would not stop after the recurrent towel throw-ins.
You were trying to make me fall?
Bro, I was trying to. All you gotta do is fall and I would have stopped. Bro, that was a test.
Hey, thanks, man.
The influencer Sneako might think twice next time before he opts to spar an ex-UFC champion, as the Tarzan bloodied his nose and landed several brutal headshots within just seconds of starting his onslaught. Nevertheless, respect between the two is clear to see after the fight.
Okay.
We have a winner here. Let me tell you, if you look at the punch, that video will give you more views than a fucking podcast. Who won
I would still like to do a podcast if you want to. Yeah,
you look at the punch stats. You won that. If you look at the punch stats, you won the fight.
And there was no bad blood between the two, apart from the blood dripping from Sneako's nose.
Stockholm Syndrome.
Hey, if you like to shoot machine guns, man leads the man.
I know that everybody knows.
They must not know who this man is. Let me tell you something. I like Sneako. Some things you've done are questionable, but you're better.
Everybody does a questionable thing.
I would take your life gladly. But I don't mean that personally. I would probably anybody in this fucking room for the most part, besides my friend. But you fucking hung in there, bro. You showed up and you fucking sparred, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
You did it the right way.
Yeah, let's Yeah. Somebody who's saying that he went too hard, bro, this is what he does. I knew that going into it. That's what I expected. He didn't step over the lines at all.
In typical fashion, Jake Paul even managed to find himself in the middle of the online aftermath, calling out Strickland for failing to drop, someone with no experience while going all out.
Sneako like that, you weren't even able to drop someone with no experience while going all out. You're a horrid boxer that only picks on inexperienced people, which is true. If you see all these clips of him like beating up random people in the gym, he never spars anyone good. I'll fly you to PR and we can fight on camera. If you win, I'll give you $1 million, which is half of his net worth. I Googled it. His net worth is $2 million, so offering him half of his net worth, which is a great deal. I wish someone would offer me half of my net worth to fight. I would be on the next flight out. But if you get dropped, you have to get better tattooed on you.
Strickland didn't take long to respond to Paul, pointing out the influencer's loss to Tommy Fury. "You lost to a part-time boxer," he wrote. Whether or not the fight between the two ever comes to fruition is doubtful, considering Jake Paul's track record of calling out fighters online.
He seems to be sparring any YouTuber or streamer that's prepared to get into the ring with him.
Oh yeah, and what do you think about Jake Paul? You're gonna fly for $1 million and fucking box him? What do you think about that kid?
I think UFC would fucking sue the fuck out of me if I did that, but yes, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah. And last question.
But more than likely, they would sue the fuck out of me, but go out to the desert, bro. I'm your man, bro. Just you got the plane, show up.
This was Sean Strickland's first bout since losing the UFC middleweight title to South African Dricus du Plessis, split decision last month at UFC 297. The brash middleweight blamed his performance on a late fight eye poke that he said robbed him of his vision. Du Plessis denied filing his opponent and said that complaint was not raised to him after the fight. Perhaps Sneako is bearing the brunt of a man with vengeance on his mind as he looks for a way to reclaim his title later in the year.
Did you see Sean Strickland with that gun the other day?
How crazy is he?
Dude.
I am not a good man. I like to hurt people. We all know this. I've never hid this fact. You need to understand, you don't deserve not to get hurt. I think he would have died there. I really think that he would have stood there and let me beat him to death. To his credit, he didn't die.